the screen what my webcam is looking at, and it says we're live. It's actually recording. Everything is backwards. What's on the left is on the right, so you can kind of see the dinosaur. I'm a little close in. That's the problem with using the webcam, is the depth of field is really severe, much more so than you would get with a digital camera, digital movie camera. Try to get it up so that it stays on the dinosaur so we can see the actual movement. Might take the camera off this and move it. Let's physically move it up a little bit. There we go. And bring it down so we're on the dinosaur. We have to be very careful not to jar this, because it's going to upset the recording of this. Again, depth of field is a real problem. If you were using a regular little handheld camera like this job here, you'd be able to get back on this a lot further and get more of it in. So, but this will work for what it is that I'm trying to get you guys to see. All right, so this would be the first one, and then what we would do is move some aspect of the dinosaur just a little bit. Move his arm or something, and then just let it stay for a minute. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to go back in on this film once it's done and do screen captures of each one of these, and those will become the frames of the animation. Rather crude way of doing this, but anyway, so now I'm going to move the dinosaur's leg. Let it stay for a minute. Okay, turn the head a little bit more towards us. Let it stay for a minute. Move it a little bit more towards us. Close its mouth a little bit. So each one of these is going to be a frame. Move its head up. Move it a little bit. You got to remember, a lot of these is the more gross that you make the motion, the less likely that it's going to look like a smooth animation. More leg movement there. Move his head just a little bit. Be careful not to move this guy. Now I have some green clay down here, and the green clay works really well for moving and making sure that the feet stay firmly attached to the ground. I was having a little bit of problem with the hands out. Okay, that's going to be a frame. Having a little bit of problem with the Lego flooring that went underneath this, because it had a tendency to want to grab onto the bottoms of the legs, or the feet rather, of the dinosaur, which was making it so that it was very difficult to move him without making his feet come apart every time. I will try this again in a few minutes. With a more perhaps friendly movable figure. Move his tail down just a little bit. There we go. Remembering any gross movement, too much, is going to make it look fake. What makes it smooth is when you move it very little bit in between frames and do a lot of frames. I think I made a mistake there. I probably moved him back a little bit. We'll see when we actually get this thing. Now I'm going to move this foot around so that he's like standing more towards us. Move his head up just a little bit. And again, back this foot up. Bring this foot forward. Bring the head up just a little bit. Move tail. He's a little close to the camera. It's getting a little out of focus. Backing him up, but not too much. Bring his head up. Move the tail. Move the head. Bring that foot down. Move the head the other way. Tail, move this one a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'm about 13 minutes into the filming here. Yeah. You would think that you would be just able to speed up the video that you're recording on YouTube, but it doesn't quite work that way because your hands keep coming in and out all the time, which throws the whole thing off. I'm going to stop this at 15 minutes. And we will use that much. Yeah, one more flick of the tail there. Okay. That's going to be it. So I'm going to stop it now. End the stream. End.